All right, we're back. It's me, Jason, and Eric. It's the Marty Stein
Wait,
Fantasy Football
Travis,
Podcast. Oh,
you look
yep,
different.
yep, and he had a name change. Welcome, Eric, to the Marty Stein Podcast. How you feeling tonight?
I'm feeling great. It's December 8th, 2029. Ready to get this going?
Nice. All
It's only
right.
fitting we have the real Rick for the Rick and Marty podcast.
Yeah, it's been a while. Where you guys been?
Well, I mean, Travis just made an executive. Well, not really an executive, but he just bowed out. He didn't want to be a part of something he's been part of for 10 years, and it's something that gave joy to our lives and a purpose to get out of bed. But he, just didn't want to do it anymore.
Yeah. How does that make you guys feel? I mean, it's a long-standing tradition. I'm enjoying doing the movie podcast. We've only been doing it for like 6 or 7 episodes. I would be heartbroken if Travis did that to me.
It was kind of random. Like, it was such a big commitment to just come on here and bullshit for an hour or two once a week.
Apparently, he's only got 2 hours a week to do that. So
yeah.
Well, I mean,
That's fine.
He has kids, family, full house over there. He's been talking about the movie thing for a while. So good luck to you guys with that.
Gotta follow your dreams.
That's right.
I'm sure he'll be back maybe by next football season.
Yeah, he's just out because it's not football season right now.
We did just have a great Marty season, like all-time engagement. That was a good one.
Probably the best one we ever had.
Quite possibly.
I mean, the group me really just took things to another level this year. It really brought everyone together. And it's still, I mean, to this day, every day, it's like keeps us together. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
If only someone had recommended that about 4 years ago. Speaking of Shoehorn, Hugo was one of the biggest proponents against it, keeping me out.
Yeah. You're talking about the podcast or the
group
playoffs?
The group me chat. No. Yeah, I don't remember. I feel like it was like I tried it like 3 or 4 years ago, and like one person logged in and was like, "This sucks," and then everyone else just.
Yeah. Now that I think about it, I mean, it definitely did not have a great chance to succeed. Like, I don't really want another app on my phone where I have to track all these messages, but I'm not gonna lie, I love it. Like, now we've gotten to this point, but yeah, I could definitely have seen people been like, "This is fucking annoying. I don't like this."
I think it was the combination of CBS and Yahoo chats completely shitting the bed and not being available for football season for us that we needed something anyway.
And it has to be on your phone. Like, definitely you're right. Like the chatting in like the Yahoo app, and like I don't even think CBS had an app, but like it doesn't get the job done.
Well, GroupMe used to not be able to send pictures and videos like we do. I think we could send GIFs. Right.
As long as I've done it, that you've been able to send photos. I don't know about videos and all that shit, but
yeah. But I just know, GroupMe, like the icon on my phone, one thing I open it for is just, for the Marty.
Yeah.
But it was a good season. Zach's out of work, but he won the season. So
I was scared to ask him what happened with his job. Were you guys, or did you hear a story already?
Well,
I don't know.
I did a wellness check on him when people were like, "What's going on with Zach?" I was like, I should actually text him, and he told me about it like a couple of days before he texted the GroupMe chat. I think he said that his whole department got laid off. I mean,
there's been a lot of layoffs.
Yeah. I mean, more so in the tech sector, but I mean, it's like everywhere.
Yeah, it's crazy.
But I mean, good thing he won. I mean, unfortunately, I already spent all that money. I know that.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think he got some severance pay. So hopefully he finds. I don't think he liked his job anyway. So I would take that as like somewhat of a blessing. Like, it definitely sucks if you're fired.
I think it'll end up being one because he was talking about quitting for a while. I felt like
he was. I mean, shit. We never knew where he was. He was driving like 800 miles sometimes. So.
Yeah, fuck that shit, dude. That shit sucks.
I get it. Sometimes you just have a job and you don't even know how it got to that point, and it's hard to quit because you need money.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, lucky for him, he got some severance, and maybe he'll find like this will be good for him.
And it's like the same with girls. When you have a job, you get job offers and like shit pops up for you. But when you're unemployed, there's nothing. Like you get no responses. You get fucking blackballed from everything. It feels like it is weird like that.
Yep.
Yeah, my sister-in-law, same thing, got laid off. Shannon.
What'd she do? What industry?
He was like software sales.
Yep.
Yeah, it seems like every tech company like cut 10% at least. Fucking just trying to save money somehow.
Yeah, I know Jeff's been telling me at Geico they had like, I think literally like four straight weeks of layoffs where they basically like invited like a bunch of people to a conference call, and it was like you survive or you don't, but everybody comes to the call.
Damn.
Yeah.
It's like musical chairs every meeting.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, you made it this time. Jeff's been talking about getting fired from Geico for 7 years.
Yeah, I'm surprised he still works there.
Like, this is it. We're gonna find out.
Yeah, well, he's like a one-man department. He doesn't like manage anyone or anything like that. So like, and then whenever they try and like get him to manage people, he's like, "Fuck that! I'll do that."
Yeah, probably like the more singular you are, it's maybe you can fly under the radar, and you're not as big of a target almost.
Yeah, it's probably like yeah.
That's what I tried.
Something valuable at the same time, or they don't notice you.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean that's like my job. I run the entire. I sometimes don't even talk to my boss for 6 weeks.
Yeah.
Like,
my boss, my job now, my boss went on maternity leave. She was gone for like 3 months, and then when she was supposed to come back, she put in her 2 weeks.
Oh,
it's been like stressful as fuck because it's just like so much shit trickling down to like we have it's just 3 of us on our team, so it's just like now they expect us to like first of all she's smart as fuck, like knows everything. So it's just like it just sucks when that kind of shit happens.
Are they
what do you do?
Promoting within, or
you're in sales right now? Sorry, I need to get updated on Eric's job. What do you?
That's right. We've always actually
lots of time.
Before the last when Travis quit, we said we were going to get Eric on because I was like, "What is Eric's life?" I really have no clue what Wadden's life is. Let's get a breakdown.
Yeah, let's. Yeah,
that'd be good for me to figure out right now. I'm having to tell you actually because I don't even know either, honestly. I work. My job. I'm a marketing analyst, I guess, for this company called Power School, and they sell like software. They kind of took off during COVID because it's like online software to like help manage like I don't know. They have a bunch of different products that they offer, but basically it's like stuff for schools to help track teachers, HR stuff, like students can use it, all kinds of shit.
So is it kind of like what was that? Damn, I can't. Never mind. Keep going. Can't think of it.
But I mean, yeah, it is like. I just work for the marketing department and I build like dashboards and like analytics stuff, I guess. Like,
yeah.
Run numbers on how we're doing, that kind of shit.
How do you do all that? Excel? What do you use?
Excel, dude, it's Excel. I fucking hate it. Like, there's just programs like I used to kind of do it at my old job. So then like, and when I was looking for a new job, I was like, hey, I kind of have some experience. When I did this job interview, the job I have now, I had been doing, it was like Jason was saying earlier, like I was getting, when I put myself out there, I was getting like all these interviews and I was feeling good. And I was like, this woman texted me, she was like, yeah, I got this job for you. And I was like, I don't know how to do any of that shit. I'm not going to do this interview. But then I was like, you know what? She kept like bugging me, being like, oh, we think you're great. We really think you're just going to be excelling at it. I was like, all right, whatever. I don't care. And I did like a George bit where I like, every interview, I hate interviewing. Every interview I do, I like get nervous and like, say what I think they want me to say, you know? And this one, I'm like, I don't care. Like I'd been deep in some interview processes. I was like feeling good about some. I'm just going to say, fuck it in this one. And they interviewed me like, so how do you think you do? I'm like, I don't think I do very well, honestly. Like, I don't really know any of this stuff. George, like, I was just brutally honest. I was like, I mean, I don't really like dealing with people when they like, She was like, how would you handle if someone did this? I'd be like, I'll tell them, like, that's your problem. Like, honestly, like, that's how all my answers are. Like, they loved you. They want you to start right away. And I was like, what?
That's right out of Office
I had
Space, dude.
one job I was going to do fell through, and I was like, all right, I used that one as my backup.
You know what's funny is it's funny you mentioned it's like an analytics position, because when I was applying for a bunch of jobs and sales positions, and I would interview with salespeople, they could tell what you could do and what you couldn't do. But if you were going into an analytics, but it was kind of a mix of sales, marketing, and analytics, and you talked to an analytics person, I could convince them so easily, because they aren't used to dealing with people, so they couldn't tell if I was full of shit or not. I could convince them so easily that I could do the shit that they were talking about, even though my resume said there was no shot I could do anything that they were talking about.
Yeah. And that's the crazy thing is I was like, I know some of this stuff a little bit, but I was like, they're like, we need a lead analyst. I was like, I don't even think I was like, there's no way I would be like right for that job. And they're like,
That's something I want
that's
to
fine.
get
We'll find a
into.
job for you. Like, well, we don't want to be a lead analyst, but we'll bring on as an analyst. And I was like, all right, whatever.
So when
That's hilarious.
I'm actually thinking about looking into what it takes to be a business analyst or something at my current job.
Navy Federal?
Yeah.
Why don't you talk to Nick? He's hiring an analyst position right now.
Yeah, I should talk to him.
Well, I mean, I might be able to help answer some questions. Like, what are you trying to do specifically?
So do you type up like detailed reports about like demographics you're selling to?
Well, it depends.
How do you give your
is.
reports if you're, like the data you collect, where are you sending it, or who, how do you collect it?
So like a lot of companies, I don't know what Navy Federal does, but a lot of companies use Salesforce. If you ever heard of that?
Of course, they've partnered with VChain in the past.
Yeah, I mean, and that's where like salespeople work out of. That's where like all your official like data like for deals and bookings kind of lives. And then you can pull reports from there and export them in, like in Excel, or a lot of businesses use like stuff like we use Domo and Tableau. They're like business intelligence tools, but pretty much it's like you build dashboards.
It's taking data from one thing and putting it in, making it
through API, and they speak to each other, and then you can connect into that data and then kind of like build structured like graphs and stuff out of it with those tools. And it's like important shit. Like that's why I wanted to get into it, because it's like very important, and I felt like it'd be good, like a job security kind of thing. But it can be like, it can eat your soul away sometimes too. Like it's fucking stressful shit.
Why are you on like a time crunch, or like?
Huh?
Are you on like time crunches, or?
Well, the problem now for me is just that when my boss didn't come back, it's just like we're expecting her to come back, and she was responsible for so much. So it's just like that's where I get stressed. But
there's like right.
I don't know. Like I said, I don't have a ton of experience doing it, but they're like, that's fine, we'll teach you. And then like that kind of never happened. So it's just like now I'm at this weird point where I'm almost like faking it. Even though I've made it, I'm still faking it somewhat.
Yeah, I feel you.
Like, I take time to like try and learn stuff, but then like I get hit with all these requests. I'm just like, fuck, man, is this worth it?
That is crazy, bro.
But that's the real world shit. I'm not just sitting on my ass at a radio station anymore, unfortunately.
Yep.
As fun as that was, I wasn't making shit doing it. So
yeah.
Yep, I tune in 106.7 sometimes. Sorry. Kind of the same thing.
I can't believe. I mean, good for those guys, but I mean, like some behind the scenes people. I think like is like Blue Short still there? Like I can't imagine.
I think so.
Yeah, like I can't imagine I was still doing the same shit.
What's really crazy is you'll go in like a lot of restaurants around here. You'll go in and they'll be on the TV at like 7 p.m. on comedy.
Dude, they're local legends, really. Like at this point, they've been on for 25 years or 20? I can't remember what their anniversary was.
It's gotta be something like that. I mean, shit, you were there fucking 10 years ago.
It started in 96. Yeah, I think it was like 96 is what they always said. So yeah, I think they've been on 27 years now. That's fucking crazy, dude.
Yeah.
That doesn't happen often.
Not in that biz. Let's go to Mike.
How long the tradition will stand of every person stepping in being named after Ewad. Ewad, then Awad. Who's next?
Yeah, what's kind of crazy is I wish like that, like those people that have the job at Comcast, like I should have been given that job. That would have been sick.
Yeah, getting it with a company, not just the radio station, would have been pretty nice.
But I did, like, I built that entire, like, it wasn't just me, like, engineer, like, set up all the cameras and stuff, but I did that structure for, like, 2 years, got off the ground.
I remember you talking about figuring out the buttons and all that. I remember you talking about that shit.
Like,
yeah.
Did numbers, like, hey, this can work. That's how, Comcast, like, we'll do this. But at that point, I had already left, so. But I still think I wouldn't. That's just same shit every day.
Yeah.
How's the Navy Federal life, Desi? I'm interested to hear about your career.
It's going good.
Recently promoted.
Yeah. You probably saw the picture, but yeah, my girlfriend threw like a little surprise get together for my little promotion. And Jason surprised the shit out of me. Eddie surprised the shit out of me. And then my mom and a family friend was there too. It's a small group. I got a little surprise, but
Yes, dude. Congrats.
Yeah, I mean, it's an upgrade. I mean, I'm talking to a lot less people now, so but just still leaving a lot of voicemails throughout the day.
That's easy as fuck to do. Like,
it is easy, and at first, it's like fun, but
do you hate it?
I mean, I just don't like collections. I want to do something more like analysts, like work with some stuff, data. I don't want to have to talk to people. Like what I'm doing, just it's hard to be passionate about it.
I think
you've still only been there barely a year, right?
Not a year yet.
Not in like March or something, right?
Yeah, March will be a year.
You might be good at that, does he? I don't know. Like you definitely need to start learning Excel to be an analyst.
Yeah, I know.
It's the number one important thing.
I know the basics of it.
Yeah, you got to get like good in it.
Did you have prior experience, or you? Just
no, I didn't. I mean, I'm just saying, like, not speaking to you like I'm an expert, but like that is where you're gonna really take some leaps.
Why don't you try like ChatGPT too? Have you?
I want to do something different. I want to live a fake. I want to like. I like to be in Colombo way better. I don't like this. Like I want to be a fucking like. Is it too late to be a detective?
No, dude. I'm not.
FBI.
I'm not kidding you. Less than 5 years ago, I researched how to become a PI. I'm not kidding you.
Man,
it's not too late. It's not that hard. There's actually a startup company where you can get your private eye license for cheaper than like the official process, and you can get on, and they send you requests from people. It's like I forget what the fucking company's called. It's called like PID or something, and it's like a streamlined version for people who want to be like part-time private eyes.
Full-time, man. Fuck that part-time.
That shit seems so fun. I love that shit of like even just like bullshit that happens at work and figuring stuff out. I love that shit, dude.
Yeah, I wonder, like, do people still use private investigators these days? I wonder if it's...
I'm sure they do.
Like, because now with the internet, like, you can find out a lot. Like, snooping is easier.
It is, but also people, like, they also still have to, like, pay for, like, the apps and stuff to get, like, license plate information or, like, address and location information. And then it'll, like, ping you to, like, an official person to help you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could all be done. A little crazy story is my grandparents had to hire a PI to find my dad. He ended up in Thailand.
What the fuck?
Yeah. In like 2000.
It runs in the family wanting to go to China, huh?
He always said he wanted to go to Thailand for some reason. He made it there.
Good for him.
Yeah. Your family loves Asians, dude. What is that?
My grandpa, lived in Korea for a little bit.
See, what is happening there?
Conquering all the Asian states, dude. I'm telling you, dude, the China thing, dude. China's
going back
over. Maybe.
I mean, isn't your girlfriend from the block where you were living?
Huh?
Isn't that the story that you told? I think I remember from the Marty cast that your girlfriend now was like 2 blocks away from where you were living when you were there.
Yeah.
So,
How
like,
crazy is
is
really
she
crazy.
she ever gonna go back, or how often does she go back?
Unfortunately, she's dealing with some issues where she can't really go back. She wrote something about something that got
So
like
Xi
flagged.
Jinping
Yeah,
doesn't fuck with her.
yeah, she's risking. Yeah, she doesn't know what would happen if she goes back. Possibly,
Mhm.
apprehended.
She have any thoughts about that spy balloon?
No, we didn't really talk too much about it. But it's
I know you
I
had some
think
thoughts.
I mean I have thoughts. That's about it. Who goddamn? It's definitely like it's probably been going on, but there's something to it to allow it to be seen. It was like something like look what China's doing. I think it failed. Nobody even really cared. Like we have no. I don't know. Like we're not a country that like if for a majority we would probably think oh yeah we're to blame for whatever happened. You know what I mean? I don't think we're that patriotic. America's one of the only countries where you can't really be like that.
What? I don't know what you just said.
I think it just kind of shows like, like more people would probably take another country's side if we were in some kind of conflict. And like China spying on us, it's like nobody cares. Like
I think nobody cares because we just.
and we don't have good leadership. Like I mean
No, you are right. More people made fun of the people saying that it was spying on us than people were like, "Oh my God, we're being spied on." Like they were more like making a joke out of it.
That's what I think is scary is that everything now is like it's just how can I make this a meme or a joke? Like we don't take anything serious, and maybe it's not that serious, but I think it should have. Like I don't think it should have been mocked. Like, but there is no. We don't have that ability anymore to be like just talk about things. It's just like, well, how can I just make this?
But also, it's like if you are claiming something that doesn't go along with what everybody's talking about, then you're just immediately labeled a cast off, and then you become being made fun of about something that could be serious.
Everything is so polarized, like just
it's intentionally polarized. Like it's kind of scary how far we've come with like communication, internet, all that. I mean, China just outright censors everything, but people here still act like it's like I don't know the way they try to pass it off. I mean, they're still trying to control like pretty much like narratives and like the World Economic Forum, what they're doing, like the influence. Like I don't think that much has changed in the past like 300 years. From like ruling empires and all that. It just kind of got consolidated. They just constantly try to pit the people at the bottom of the ladder against each other.
Well, it's definitely. I mean, they're the biggest power in the world now. I mean, you could say USA is still at top, but I mean, China would have something to say about that, and I think they'd have something to back it up.
We have nothing. There's nothing that America does that it can do on its own and not rely on every other country. We produce nothing.
Right. But China's very reliant on us too because they sell their shit to us, and we're massively in debt to them. So.
But that's why it's hilarious when everyone's like, China and Russia are our enemies. None of us hate each other. We do billions of dollars of business with each other every year.
I do wonder though. I mean, it just takes like I mean, I don't really know. I don't get into politics too much, but it just takes some crazy dictator like Putin's just invading Ukraine right now. Like, and he could send a nuke one day, and then that could just that's just how shit happens. Like, maybe China one day is just like, you know what, we've been doing all this because we're after world domination. We want to cripple America's been the I think they're just shit. Fuck them.
America would be way more fucked if China and Russia stopped providing us than if we stopped helping them.
Right. I don't know. I mean, I try not to think about that shit sometimes, but I do think that some things are inevitable. And I just wonder if it'll happen during our lifetime, like World War III kind of shit.
Yeah, it has to. I mean, everything's so cyclical.
We never learn. It's just, there's always some evil kind of thirst for more or take other people's shit from them.
But how could they pass off a war? Like, who the fuck wants it? What kind of average person wants it? Like,
look how many people they convinced to care about Ukraine in 2 seconds for no reason.
I think
they could easily convince people that we want war.
Yeah, and we don't know the full story. It's like weird, like average people trying to, try to discuss what's going on, like these complex issues. Like, I mean, we just see the war and what's, bombings and stuff, but God knows, what's behind the scenes, what's going into this. Are they being allowed to do it in certain places? The coordination. I mean, a lot of things look fishy. I don't even like talking about it, but yeah, I just I have no idea what to believe. I just know I don't believe the official narratives.
That's my thing is I try not to get into it either because I don't believe either side, Republican, Democrat. I just feel like I'm being lied to, just try and go about my day and hopefully shit doesn't get too crazy.
Yeah.
We have it good. I mean, honestly.
I saw weird, I'll do my best to try to, I saw this weird thing posted about where everything's going with AI and everything. And it's not artificial intelligence, but automated intelligence, which kind of like you're gathering data and advertisers are gathering data and everything is so mechanical and it's what shows up on the screens and everything, but it's not necessarily, it's lost the human element of choosing what goes up there and going with these algorithms and what the data shows you is the best choice.
Well, that's
everything's
what Chat GPT is all about, isn't it?
Right. Yeah. Well, that's what AI itself isn't fucking smart. It has the intelligence of a first grader, second grader. It's fucking retarded. The danger of the AI is what people talk about is that it's the danger part is that it convinces itself that it's smart because we use it to send it data and it thinks it's smart from the data, but the data isn't smart anymore because nobody smart is giving it the information. It's giving itself the information and it thinks it's smart.
It's a retard echo chamber.
Yeah, it's a retard echo chamber. Exactly. And then we think it's smart because it's giving data, but the data means nothing.
Actually, well, this is interesting because is Chat GPT a website? I haven't messed with it myself, but I've seen a couple people post.
It's like OpenAI and then.
But how do you use it? Is it an app or a website?
Yeah, there's an app in the site. You can just go in there. And
you can jailbreak it.
Parameters and what do you need to do?
Just tell it to do whatever. It'll pretty much.
You both wrote stories. Des, you had that poker story, which I thought you wrote at first. I think that was.
Yeah, I literally said, write me a short story. A short horror story of 12 people. I wrote in everybody's name.
Yeah.
That was in, at the poker table. And then I just said, Travis got caught cheating. Not everyone walked away from the table that night. And it filled in the rest. It chose Zach as the one that got angry at Travis for. I did say Travis was.
How did it know?
And yeah, I know, right? How crazy is that?
Retard intelligence.
Yeah, it automatically made Zach the one that lunged, but then chose the people that died. I didn't tell you.
No, I'm really scared.
Oh God. Yeah.
Zach is an angry name.
Fuck, dude. But yeah, it's crazy.
You know what's cooler though? I've been using. I don't. It just got passed by. I'll send another picture, but I took that picture of Jason that he sent with his tinfoil hat.
Oh God.
And I said, turn this picture into a goblin that it really desires sex, like horny hobgoblin, and it made you. Did you see those pictures, dude?
You didn't send them.
I'm gonna send them.
Is that a Chat GPT thing, or is that another?
Chat GPT has another application from OpenAI called DALL-E.
Okay, I know that. Yeah.
But there's this other one. I have this app called Starry AI, and you can just type. You don't need to put in a picture, but you can just type in.
Say a cat riding a surfboard.
Yeah.
In outer space, and it just combines those three. I saw that it was on some morning news thing that had a story about that, that technology.
I made a big.
Is there one that we could submit this audio and ask it to write a television episode based on this podcast?
Dude, yeah, that shit's great. I mean,
you could do talk to text and send it to it.
It is going to eliminate the need for a lot of, maybe that's why people are getting cut from some of these jobs. I mean, this is how it happens. Is you don't notice it, and all of a sudden, shit, people are replaced.
Yeah. We just need to analyze, and we need to be behind the scenes doing this. I think there's still.
We don't need to analyze. We need to go back to more human elements. That's what we're getting away from.
I just hope crypto makes it
more private investment,
so I don't have to worry.
Eric, can we do a private eye and research and figure out how to become private eyes?
Yeah, you quit your job and then you just start fucking following people. You fucking blackmail them into paying you.
There'd be so much action for me here in DC.
No, I think about that sometimes. I'm like, is it too late? Like,
if
I want to join private eye. Like, yeah, I'm not going to be a top CIA agent, but I'll be like, hey, I'll give myself up for 4 years. Like, put me undercover. Like, who's going to know it's me? Like, but I'll do it. Like, and then obviously they'll laugh at me. But
if you just put a top hat on, you have the private eye look. You look like a private eye right now.
It would just be so fun to.
It would be, dude. I love that shit. Figuring stuff out.
You get to pretend, like you get to just bullshit a lot.
I feel like the best would be that, and I know people use these every fucking day, is divorce settlements.
Oh yeah, I mean that's
hiring private eyes to get finances, figuring out if people are cheating.
Too. You got to know the law. Be prepared for.
Well, that's why a lot of people are like security or military police, where they have like a little bit of that background.
Yeah, I don't have that background. I'm ex-radio producer, fake data analyst.
Close enough.
Pretending to know Excel.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, but okay, like, yeah, I don't have those top investigative skills maybe, but it's like, maybe that makes me a good candidate because no one's going to suspect anything.
Fresh angle.
Like, who the fuck's this guy? Like, yeah, exactly. Like, I feel like if I pitch myself, maybe I could just get in there.
I think I want to see you just go around and then like find somebody who looks like kind of like they're doing something weird, and then just go up to them with like a notepad and be like, "Hi, Detective Wadden here. What do you need me to figure out for you?"
Yeah,
I'd watch that show, like Billy on the Street, but it's Wadden, and he meets someone and then figures out a problem for him.
Yeah, I need to find some creative outlet like that. It's real world jobs I ain't doing.
I've lost my creativity. That's one thing a 9 to 5 will do to you.
Exactly.
Really? Already? Not even a year in? You're out? No more creativity in you?
I mean, I find it when I'm alone in my car. That's about the only place I can find it. But, yeah.
You had the most creativity out of anybody in this.
And getting a girlfriend, I go over her house. I mean, I watch a lot of movies.
Yeah, you got a job and a girlfriend. That'll suck your soul out.
Yeah, I need to go back.
I figured that'd motivate you to actually like be more creative.
No. I should probably make time for it. I need to make time for it.
Yeah, you could have fucking.
Well, actually, me and Zach are supposed to get together and he make some music this weekend.
Nice.
Yep.
It's good.
Yep. And hopefully he's inspired. I should be inspired. It's been a while. I think it's gonna be good.
Very good, very good. No Swanner?
No, I don't know where. I mean, playing like drums and stuff the way we do it, I don't know. I mean, Wyatt could come for sure. I could hit him up.
Play the cowbell.
Cheers. He doesn't have to go.
No, I mean, it's fine. I'll hit him up, dude. Jeez.
It's fine, dude. I don't want you to.
I can call him now.
Wyatt. Yeah, I mean, I mean, the dream is like the flame is so close to being out, dude. The possibility, like when I think like back in my early 20s, I'm like, okay, I still have some time. I can make a hit record, and then just
Still can is the thing, but I know you don't feel that burn anymore.
a lot of artists and also
Joe Rogan didn't start his podcast until he was 38.
Yeah, it's not an age thing. It's just like the hunger.
Connection.
You have to have the hunger still.
Yeah, but
still, he was on a couch with on a Justin DV computer with Brian Redband.
Joe Rogan was successful before his podcast. He was the host of Fear Factor.
I know, but nobody knew. I'm just saying, it's not.
Oh yeah. No, I agree. Like definitely, like people get successful artists all the time in their 40s, 50s. Some actors don't make it till they're 50.
Like nothing he did said that he would be a good podcaster.
No.
And watching the old podcasts, even if you watch 150 episodes, nothing says this is going to be successful.
How did he get successful? Was he like one of the first to be consistently podcasting?
Yeah, he was. He was like the third or fourth person to ever do it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's really if you're first, you usually kind of can hang around.
It was like the DMT. He was bringing people on talking about like DMT, ayahuasca. He was really, that's what he used to be
back then.
Tripping and stuff. Yeah, that was the original thing, was talking about like tripping and stuff.
A lot of his first ones were literally just him on a computer screen in like the back room of comedy, and he would have the comedians that were on there, and he would just talk to them for like 45 minutes before he went on stage and posted them as podcasts.
That's a long time ago, probably.
Long fucking time ago.
He's old friends with Alex Jones too. I remember seeing old videos of him.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into these matchups of the week.
Hi.
What you guys doing for the Super Bowl though? It does kind of feel like NFL's been long gone, but
I know. I completely forgot it was this weekend.
Arizona. I don't even feel it.
Are you gonna go? You should go tailgate it.
I need to like look into it. Like I'm still so new here that I don't know like what the fuck I would even do, but I probably should go do something.
Oh, a guy I follow for fantasy football and sports betting. Back in August, he bet $500 on the Eagles to win the Super Bowl for $13,000. And then
win $13,000.
Yeah, and then 2 weeks ago, his wife won some fucking Rihanna contest, so they get to go to the Super Bowl for free.
What?
And he has the bet going at the same time.
Is he hedging?
No, he's not hedging. He's fucking going all in.
I like that. Yeah, I mean, if you're going there for free, I feel like screw the hedge at that point.
Crazy.
Yeah, how sick is that? A free trip and coming home with possibly $13,000, dude.
I actually thought today it's weird that you
probably will.
I think today I should I haven't been gambling. I was started off gambling and I was so bad at it that I'm good at realizing what is bad for me. So I'm not gambling. I'm just not gonna do it. But today I was thinking, I was like, maybe I should gamble. Because I was thinking about like Super Bowl prop bets and stuff. I'm just like,
Super Bowl props are so fun.
I was like, that sounds so fun. Like, and baseball season is so fun because there's 15 games every day, and it's just like there's so much action.
So much action.
But it sounded bad. I was like, man, no, you probably shouldn't. Like, but it just seems so tempting.
Do we have enough people for a fantasy baseball league?
Fuck no.
I would never do it.
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't even dare. I mean, I'm in a couple leagues, but you have to have dedicated people in it.
Yeah.
People always check out in like June, and then it ruins the leagues.
Yeah.
But you guys still betting? I mean, I'm not.
No, I have taken a large break, and also
I haven't.
I do have a play for this weekend though.
What's your play?
I'm going pretty heavy. I'm gonna parlay the big favorite and the main card of the. I did this last year with Adesanya and Cooper Kupp scoring a touchdown. Adesanya money line was like minus 400. Cooper Kupp, and then you parlay those two. Big money.
Cooper Kupp's not going to score this year.
I know, but this year I'm doing Islam Makhachev minus 400 favorite and Travis Kelce touchdown.
Is there a big UFC on Saturday?
kind of big.
Well, did they have something every
I
Saturday?
haven't been watching that much. Every Saturday, yeah, but not pay-per-views. This is gonna be a pay-per-view.
How often is a pay-per-view for UFC? Once a month?
About once a month, sometimes twice a month.
It's weird to me because I actually feel like it's more popular than ever, even though I don't hear about it as much in a weird way, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Well, it's cooled off also. They haven't had any like huge fights lately.
But I feel like there is like three of the best of all time fighting right now, right? Basically, like Ngannou, Adesanya, like
Adesanya
they're like
lost, Usman lost.
I feel like maybe they are better, but I feel like there's I just like back in college, it may just be me, but like you heard about Chuck Liddell, Rampage, Spider.
That's how I used to think of it. Yeah,
I feel like the names were like more in the mainstream, and now I don't know anyone at all.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
But I know it's still very popular because I always hear people talking about like, oh, UFC this weekend, but I don't know who the hell is ever fighting.
Yeah, I haven't been paying attention that much, dude. Honestly, I'm trying to get back into crypto right now, and I've realized that's taken up a lot of my attention.
Mm-hmm.
This little pump, yeah, it was like.
This is what people want to hear.
Yeah, well, I'm definitely taking a look at what coins are doing good right now because. And AI coins, anything that related to like AI went up like 10x in the past month. So I'm trying to keep an eye out because if this is going to be a bear market, whatever's showing strength right now, probably going to fly when conditions are better. Yeah, just looking out for new coins because those can go up the most. But still buying Bitcoin here and there. I'm just,
what are the classics at? What's Bitcoin at? What's VeChain at?
VeChain is still down about 75% from all-time highs, but everything's come back. Everything has pretty much gone up 50. Bitcoin's gone up maybe 30% the past month or two. Everything else gone up from 50% to like 1,000%. Like a lot of coins have 2x'd from the lows though.
Yeah.
So on the long time horizon, this is still a great time to be buying just constantly. That's what I'm doing. And now it's like another, football season. I'm like, damn it, all that money I gave, should have just been buying crypto.
What prop bets got you fired up to get back into betting one?
Well, I think you might be a fan of this. I listened to the Bill Simmons podcast. I don't know if you listen to that, Jason. I think you might.
Yeah.
But like I was listening to the episode when he has his cousin Sal on, and they were talking.
Yeah, I love Sal.
Yeah. Well, they were talking about it. I was like, "Fuck, this sounds like Super Bowl is definitely one where I'd like maybe I could just continue."
Let me guess. Sal hammering the shortest touchdown under a half yard or whatever. The one he does every year, where it's like.
Well, I can't remember. I'm trying to remember what they were now, but it was like combined field goal yards was like. Over under 100
combined field goal yards. They're getting crazy.
That's what I mean. Like that's why it's so fun because like that like. But that's the thing. Like I'm sure every game has that now. Like just because betting's so crazy, but it's just like the Super Bowl is such an event. Like
well, there was what was it? There was like 3 Super Bowls in a row where there was one he bet where it was like the first touchdown is anything but a rushing or passing touchdown or whatever. Yeah. There was the first score, not touchdown. The first score is anything but a passing or rushing touchdown. And there was one year it was like a safety, kick return touchdown, and another one like fumble return touchdown, and another one. I know he always used to hammer that bet.
There was one that Bill was saying was his favorite of the week was like the last score of the game would be Eagles defensive touchdown, and that was like 38-1 or something. I don't know. They went over a bunch. I can't remember, but
they go over a lot of them.
It's just like, oh yeah, that does sound good. Like
it is fun, dude. Even if you just put like $50 in and bet like a few dollars on a bunch, it's fun.
I mean, the Super Bowl, like I've never seen the skins in a Super Bowl, so I've never cared really. It's always just like, all right.
Yeah, betting will do it for you.
Like real games, like they like a lot of times they do end up being good games in the fourth quarter, but it's like such a show, like in the first 3 quarters and the halftime show.
But that's why props are always so fun because it has the score could be fucking anything and your prop is still in play.
Yeah, like that's why like squares, like I always used to use squares, like which is very old school, but that's always fun. Like trying to hit
it's always fun. Yeah.
Like a little shit like that, like that's when I like doing it. But I don't know. You guys are rooting for anyone? Pulling for Eagles or the Chiefs, either way?
I'd rather see the Chiefs probably.
I'd rather the Chiefs win too.
Really, I think I want to see the Eagles for some reason, even though they're like
NFC East.
It's not like they're like, oh yeah, that's our brother. It's like I just don't like I don't hate the Chiefs, but I don't know. I think the Eagles are sick. Like I like their offense. Like I like their team. Like I don't find it annoying. Like so if they won, I'd be like, good for you guys. You built a sick team.
Yeah,
like,
I'm good either way.
Yeah, like, and if the Chiefs win, I'll be like, okay, they deserved it. Like, they have the best.
I feel like this is the first Super Bowl. Actually, not the first in a while, but where I feel like there is honestly like no way it's not going to be a good game.
Yeah,
I can't envision any scenario where it's not a fun game to watch.
Well, we got both were 1 seeds, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we have the 2 best teams all year, pretty much.
Yeah.
Got 2 explosive offenses. Some like the Eagles' defense is pretty good. I don't know about the Chiefs' defense that much. I don't think they're that good, but they're obviously not that bad. So I don't know. Like, yeah, hoping for a good game. I think I'd rather the Eagles win for some reason, but I think I like their players a little more. But
yeah,
as long as it's a good game, whatever. They're both deserving, I'd say. It's not like the Giant. Like if the Giants were in, I'd be like, "Fuck that! I'm rooting for this."
Yeah, they were getting some underdog Cinderella hype. The Giants were right when the playoffs started because they went.
If they had pulled off a run, that would have been annoying.
It is about their time. What is it like? Those fucking every 4 or 6 years, the Giants pop up with their shitty retard quarterback and somehow make it.
Yeah, did you see we're rolling with Sam Howell, QB1, to start the year?
Oh, yeah. I was rooting for that all year.
I mean, we have to do bad. We have to get a good pick. I don't know what we're doing. We're just never going to get a good quarterback.
We're always in the fucking middle.
Yeah, it's the worst.
So annoying.
Do too good. Like, you got to learn how to proper tank. Our defense is too good right now. There's no one out there, though.
I'm so afraid that we're going to fucking do something for Derek Carr. And
oh, my God. I will kill myself.
I
can't.
Move. Like, luckily, I think Snyder is gonna sell the team. So I think like they're not gonna do as much like they normally would.
Yeah, I think from the junkies I saw that he put his house on the market.
Yeah, so I do think there's rumblings there. So I think because I think Rivera would have been fired, honestly. Like I know I might have a personal vendetta with him, but I think if Snyder was like really about it, he would have fired Rivera. But now he's just like, fuck it, I ain't wasting.
I really don't understand how he isn't fired.
He's awful.
He's so bad.
But I mean, I don't know. We ain't gonna be shit till we get a new owner.
Yeah.
Ain't gonna happen, folks.
You don't think so?
Psych, yeah, probably will. Yeah, man. You been playing golf, Eric? That great weather over there?
Not been playing golf. Went out to the driving range a couple of days ago though, because I am going on a golf trip. Not this weekend, but the weekend after. Going to Palm Springs for the first time.
Oh shit!
Big golf trip. My brother invited me. It's a lot of my brother's friends, but
sick.
8-man golf trip in Palm Springs.
Damn.
$200 for everyone chipped in $200 to get like a place. And we're playing Sunday afternoon, 36 holes Monday, and then Tuesday morning, and then leave Tuesday.
That's sick.
Yeah. I don't know if I'm ready for it, but.
Do you know what courses you're playing?
Might be able to find some if you know them, but I mean, I'll take pictures. I know Travis said he played out there or something.
Oh, that's right. I forgot he did go out there. Yeah.
When my brother asked when he asked me if I want to join, I was like, yeah, sure. Like, what are the prices gonna be like? He's like, because some of the guys going like have like or like kind of like you, like they work in golf. They have connections with like golf pros and shit where like can get maybe not comped but like discounts.
Yeah.
Like, won't be paying more than 100, and then like the text stream now is like, yeah, we're playing here Sunday. It's gonna be like $300. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
Oh my god.
Yeah, and then we're playing 36 on Monday. And I'm just like, oh my god, this trip's gonna cost me like $1,500. Just to fuck, like I love golfing, but I don't love it that much.
Yeah, that's bullshit though. Like whenever I did that, when I got a deal and I was with other people who didn't, you divide it and split. You don't make other people pay fucking full and you take your deal.
No, it's not anything like that. It's just like when I talked to him, he was like, yeah, I think we'll be good. Like maybe $100, 150 at most. And now it's like,
then they didn't hook him.
We'll see. I mean, but whatever. I mean, it'll be fun. I mean, I think it'll be worth it in the end.
Yeah.
It just sometimes it's like, man, $300 to play golf? That seems insane.
That's a lot.
Yeah. Fuck it. Also, fuck it.
Yeah, if you're doing a trip, it's a once in a lifetime thing.
I mean, yeah, and it's like it's an 8-man trip, so it's not just gonna be like one for some random day. It's like it's gonna be a fun.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be awesome.
They're gonna be playing. I don't know, like they're way more into golf than I am, so I'm sure they have some games set up, like maybe do a little Ryder Cup thing or something.
Plus, when you're going to destination places like that, it's a fucking experience, dude. Like,
oh yeah,
that 300, you're getting breakfast, you're getting lunch, you're getting drinks, you're getting fucking all that shit, dude.
We'll be playing poker like in the house, and like there's like a small pool, so we'll be getting fucked up and shit like that. Actually, there will be a Morrow there, but not Jason.
Really?
Morrow. Older Morrow.
Oh my god. You're going Bizarre World Marty golf trip.
Yeah, bro.
You guys go to Myrtle with Jason, I go to Palm Springs with Jeff.
That's crazy. We got to do this.
I think you got the better end of that deal.
Yeah.
I'm trying to play, dog. I'm trying to do par 3 this weekend.
Yeah, so you're going to Burke?
Well, I booked 4 people at Burke Lake. Pedram said he would be down.
How much is it to play 18 holes? What time? Let me guess. Saturday morning at Burke?
Yeah.
18 holes. That's one person. I'm going to say that's $32.
That's more. It's less than $20 a person. $18 a person.
For 18 at Burke?
Yeah.
What?
How's that possible?
I don't know. That's no cart fees or anything. You can pay $5 for a push cart.
Cart fees? It's a par 3.
I use a push cart.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, you can't rent a golf.
It's $1 a hole
on a Saturday morning.
I guess, dog. That's what it says.
No, I mean, you're right. Like, I trying to picture in my head, like, I feel like back in the day it would be like $20-some to play 18 holes there, no matter what.
Yeah, you would think so, right?
That's crazy.
Especially nowadays, like, maybe Saturday isn't it? That can't be right. That's crazy.
Inflation.
If that's true, I'm moving back to fucking Burke, Virginia.
Play the best course ever made, according to Nick Patero, for $18.
I'm paying like $7 a hole. You're paying less than $1 a hole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll fucking step in all the goose shit in the world to play. Cents a hole.
At 1150. Oh, sorry. What the hell?
Oh.
Is that per person, Laurel Hill? $75.
Definitely.
I was talking about Burke Lake.
Yeah. Sorry, I was looking at the wrong one. But I'm pretty sure, yeah.
I mean,
75 a person at Laurel is cheap.
That's true. Well, you know what? What's the weather like there? Is it like cold as shit? So maybe that's why.
It's going to be in the 40s, actually. So it's not going to be.
No, it's not going to be as nice Saturday. And
it is
rain.
Maybe that's why it is like winner.
Today, tomorrow, and Friday are supposed to be.
But yeah, like if you get lucky where you get one of those like, oh, it's warm today, like fuck yeah.
Yeah, today was almost 70.
Nice.
So nice. Sorry, 23. Yeah, it's yeah, $23 with including the cart.
Wow, that is well worth it for a Saturday morning. You can't really beat that.
Yeah, that's insanity.
$1 a hole for these? You kidding me?
Yeah, what the fuck?
That's amazing. Good for you. Might fly back. Might sound worth it.
And I played so bad last time, but the time before I shot a 108, which is my best score yet.
No way, you're better than a 108. I played with you.
I have blow-ups, dude. I'm not. I look good sometimes for some stretches, but I have just major blow-ups, dude.
I feel you.
I appreciate the thought, though.
Yeah, I remember you and Jonathan and Ben played at.
Yeah. I had
holding your own. I was no way I would think your best score is a 108.
Yeah, it's crazy.
But I also understand because I feel like I'm better than I am, but I'm like, I have blow up holes too. Where I'm like, I just made an 8 when I got to the green in 3. How the fuck did that happen?
Exactly. Yeah, when you really start adding up those little things, like
you get 2 triples and you're like, wow, all of a sudden I suck. Like, and then it keeps going. Like, I should be better, but I don't play enough or practice enough to like. I get in trouble with my short game.
But that's honestly I think I've talked about this with Desi, but when you have a day where you're getting off the tee, hitting a decent second shot, and just fucking up short game all day, you feel like you played good. It's not that frustrating because you're playing and it's fine, but you're not scoring. On days where you just can't get off the tee, it feels like you shoot a 200 and you want to fucking shoot somebody, and it sucks.
That's pretty much me. Like, I'm probably like a 18 to a 23 handicap, and it's just like, I don't know. I'm not bad, but it's like not fun either. I'm like, I should be better, but I don't care enough.
Yeah.
And it's all me. It's like if I took time to learn how to chip and putt better, I'd fucking score, but I don't.
Yeah. The touch is so hard.
You got to play. You just got to keep playing.
That's what I told Desi. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing, but just working at a course and playing and just getting used to shit takes 20 strokes off your score.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Getting that muscle memory in.
I watch YouTube videos, and I mean that helps.
Yeah, but you gotta do it yourself.
And I watch YouTube videos of just people playing, not like lessons all the time.
If you know how to, if you can, like, and you have a good swing, like, that's where you need to start off and not be shit. And then it's all, like Jason's saying, just putting in the time to, like, learn how to do the little things, how to get out of bad scenarios, how to not duff a fucking chip 3 times around.
The chips, man, when I started doing bad on those and my confidence.
That's my biggest weakness is
I did have a lesson dedicated to chipping, actually, at Berkeley.
And I think that's the number. I think putting is putting. Like, you can always get better, but chipping, if you don't practice it enough, like, you lose it, I get so fucked.
I need to go to Berkeley with Desi because I could fix his short game so quickly, but I'm never going to tell anybody anything on a golf course.
Thank you. I was about to say.
Yeah, that's always annoying.
But I just need to be more fluid. I get too in my head about having all the mechanics right, and
it's 100%. And you're just. Yeah, I can see it in your face. You're like going through your entire thing. Okay, this is where this is set. This is where this is set. I can see it all going through your head. And for chipping, you don't need to do that. Chipping, you don't need to do that. It's not that complicated.
It's such a beast though, because it's like, if you overthink it, you're fucked. But if you're too casual with it and you don't think about it, then you're like, why did I just do that? I should have thought about that more.
Yeah.
And honestly, my hardest, the thing I'm least confident in, especially right now, is just iron shots off the fairway.
Those are tough. That's tough.
I mean,
but you know what? You want to know why?
Though.
I don't know if I said it to you last time we played, but I know why you fucked them up. Is because you're concentrated on making a swing to the ball, but not hitting the ball. You're not actually swinging at the ball. You're trying to make a swing to the ball from your YouTube videos. You're not swinging the fucking club. You're just trying to get to the ball. You're not swinging through it, or not. Yep. You're not completing a fucking swing. You're just like thinking in your YouTube videos. Okay, I take my hands back. I go to this point in my swing, and then I start this.
Dude, you're right. I am.
But you don't actually swing the club.
Yeah, I have been thinking a lot about it. Dude, it's true. Thanks for
reminding me. Is it like long irons or is it like any iron shot off the fairway?
I mean, for the most part,
it's the scary. It is the scariest
I can do
shot.
good. My sandwich, I'm getting a lot better. I just ordered a rangefinder also, which I think
your full swing wedges are money. It's just getting the less than full swing.
I played pretty good when I played with you, Travis, and Zach at Laurel Hill.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, my driver was on that day.
I mean, long irons are the hardest clubs to hit.
So hard, man.
There's just no room for error.
That's why hybrids were fucking invented.
The next thing I was gonna say, like, that's why I asked if it was long irons, because I was gonna be like, try and find a fucking like money hybrid that you just feel comfortable with, because those will save your life.
Yeah, hybrids used to be called rescue woods, right?
Yep.
Pretty much, yeah.
But I can't. Like, I should practice with them.
And then, like, if it's like too much, you can just learn how to take like a half swing with the hybrid until you get comfortable. Like,
yeah, like Corey Fick has like a 7 hybrid, I think. Like he does not. He has no shame in his game, dude. That's why he doesn't care. He doesn't hit the ball far. But Ben said he's actually been hitting it further recently, but he'll take.
He just got a whole new set fitted.
Distance is like it's the most macho like man thing. Like everyone cares about it, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah, like
unless you get to a level where you can score, then it matters. But until then, don't worry about distance at all.
Yeah, like we'll get on a hole, it'll be like 185 yards, and that's a pretty common iron length shot. But Corey hits he has a hybrid that he hits, and he does not care.
Yeah, who gives a fuck? Like,
yeah.
At the end of the day, whoever got a better score. Like,
right.
Like, yeah. But it's so easy to be like, oh, I don't hit it far. I got such a stupid guy thing.
Yeah.
That's why, like, old people always like, how does old people score good? It's because they just hit it dead straight.
Yeah.
Bars, because they just like, yeah, whatever.
200 yards, 180 yards.
They hit it straight, doesn't go far, but they get it there. They don't. They don't put a ton into their swing and all that.
I'm absolutely obsessed with golf right now. Just the whole thing. Just maybe.
It's fun, man. There's so many fun elements to it. Like even if you're bad, like if you're having a good time with your buddies, like great.
What time do you work on Friday, Desi?
I work 12:30 every day, dog.
How are you liking that schedule?
Getting used to it.
I used to work 3 to 11. Kind of liked it.
Damn, in the summer you could fucking wake up and play 18 before work.
Oh yeah, I'm looking forward to that so much, dude. I could do at least.
Yeah, just straight nightlife for like if you can get up in the morning, you can do some stuff.
Yeah, that's what I make sure to get up and do. Get some errands done or something. I need to get back in the gym also. I think core strength is really I need to really get my core so I can get my balance back on track and help.
Core's important for your swing too. It's all abs.
Yeah, I need to have that like stability. So I'm gonna definitely summertime. I want to have some competitive golf days. You know what I mean? Keep up.
Yeah.
Not there yet.
Yeah, man. I'm hopefully pick up some fun game. Like I'm hoping we're gonna play some cool game variants at this trip, and I'll try and bring them to the Marty Cup. If there's anything new that I learned, I don't really know about. Like Jason probably knows that stuff.
Yeah. They played some game I didn't even know when I played with him.
Which one?
I don't remember what it was called at all.
We didn't play anything, did we?
Tried.
Huh?
We tried, but I don't remember. So.
Are you talking about the 3-putt chip?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's just an easy one. But it's really fun, though. I don't know if you've ever done it, Wad, but
I don't think so.
I'm sure Jeff Morrow will bust it out because Jason Morrow is the one who taught us it.
So
Nice.
You basically just, on the first tee, just whatever, toss a tee or flip a coin, pick an order, and then that decides who has the 3-putt chip. And if you 3-putt or more than double bogey, then you lose the chip and you pass it to the next person. And you go through that process, and then the person holding the chip at the end wins $5 or whatever from everybody.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's fun.
Game kind of thing.
But you can, like, all 4 people can lose it on the same hole. So, like, if you all 3-putt on the same hole or all fuck up the hole, it can be passed around to everybody. So it's not just per hole type of thing.
You lost me there.
So, like, if I have the chip.
There's only one chip, right?
Yep. So, like, if I have the chip, if we're all 3 playing a hole, and then I have the chip, and I 3-putt, and then Desi misses a putt, and he's next, and now has triple bogey, and then it goes to you, and then you also 3-putt or triple bogey the hole, and then it comes all the way back to me again.
Okay.
So you can all fuck it up on the same hole.
Mm-hmm.
God damn.
I see. Are you playing with Pedram? You Pedram and who?
Yeah, I mean, Pedram, you said, yeah, I asked him. So it's just me and him so far. Jason, if you can make it. And then Travis said he might be down, depending on how his family's feeling. Be an interesting group.
Yeah.
I'm
supposed to
feeling
be.
You're so right, Jason. I am thinking about the contact right at the point, and that causes so many problems. Just ugh.
Yeah, it's fucking sweet,
and I went to Rudy's. Rudy's is pretty fun. That's like the new Top Golf over here. They redid Top Golf, called it Rudy's. It's not that expensive. It's $25 an hour, and you just get unlimited balls. Choose what game you want to do.
It's not bad.
Yeah. Get all the stats.
Like stats.
Yep.
Yeah. I might be down. I'm supposed to be getting a dog sitting around that time on Saturday, but if anything changes with that, then I'll fucking be down to play. Or I might just come out for 9 or something.
Okay.
All right. Okay.
If there's ever a nice day too, you want to get out early, do some 9, start at like 8:39.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask you for Friday, but I'm on the reverse side. I would actually.
Greendale.
Actually, I could play Friday morning 9
Really?
holes.
You trying to do? Where are you trying to do?
I don't know.
Greendale would be awesome.
Burke Lake, it's free.
Burke Lake would be great.
Find $5 on your couch, you can go play.
A practice round for Saturday for Desi?
Yeah, I'm trying to think if I want to do 2 days in a row.
What's the closest golf course to you, Desi? Isn't there something over by Hilltop or whatever that shit used to be?
Greendale.
Neighborhood now. Greendale is right there, and Travis doesn't like it, but I think he hasn't been there. I think they updated it a few years ago, and it's solid. It's a solid course, in my opinion.
Yeah, I remember that.
It's comparable to like Twin Lakes, I think.
Yeah.
That's the course I used to skip school and go play.
Nice.
I guess you're not far from Fort Belvoir either if you could ever get on there.
Yeah, that's where my grandpa used to play.
I was playing there one time when Obama showed up in a helicopter.
What?
No. The fuck was he doing?
Coming to play golf.
Oh, piece of shit.
I know, right?
That's all I do.
Fucking dudes with fucking guns popping up out of the woods. It's a shitty course. For what the presidents have to play, it's such a shitty course.
I don't remember. I think I played it once somehow, but I don't remember. You guys watch the Banshees in Sharon yet? You ready to talk about it?
I did see that.
All right, let's fire it up. I mean, it's getting warmed up here. Now,
Okay.
Here we go. Jason, you're the movie guy. What'd you think?
Oh, man. That second half really threw me for a loop.
Didn't it, though?
That was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
It took me a while. I actually realized it the day after what I think. I never really looked up what it meant, but why do you guys think he was cutting off his fingers?
Jason,
I think it was a metaphor for really just trying to cut the toxicity out of your life.
Did Jason actually watch it? I don't think he did. No, he didn't.
I don't know.
What was the question? Why was he cutting his fingers off?
Yeah, I don't remember their names, unfortunately, but why every time, like he cut the finger off, still try to play the violin, and then
Because I think the reason he cut his fingers off is because he wanted to express to Colin Farrell's character how serious he was, but really what he was doing was displacing his anger within himself. He wanted to cut his fingers off, but he was saying, I told you if you kept bothering me that I would do this, and he kept bothering him, so he did it, but really it was like more of like a self kind of, I just hate myself, and I'm going to displace this anger and blame you for it.
Right. Okay.
Maybe. I think there's some of that psychological.
I kind of thought
self-aggrandizing.
Yeah.
My thought was possibly that he didn't really want to stop being friends with him, and it hurt him also, so he was like throwing him at the door like, look, it hurts me too, man.
I think it was like, yeah. I could see that, but I think it was more just like, you made me do this, even though really, no, you didn't have to do that.
Look what you're doing to me. Yeah.
Look what you're doing to me. Like, you're ruining my life. But it's like, he was fucked up. Like, he just lost it. Like, he didn't enjoy. He wanted to be remembered for something. And I think he knew he never would. So he was like, I'm blaming you by doing this. Like, you're making me cut my fingers off. I can't play my music now. And it's your fault.
Right.
But really, it's his own fault.
Right. Interesting. Okay, perfect.
Yeah, absolutely.
That was good. I don't like that woman, the weird witch lady, never really got a bit explanation on her, did we?
Now, Desi, what you have to do on the podcast is just say exactly what Eric said when that question comes up and completely copy his answer for tomorrow.
Desi won't be there. He has work.
Yeah, I can't make that podcast.
Desi's not on the podcast.
Oh, really?
He was, and then he got promoted.
Damn. Promoted to this podcast.
Yeah. No, but Desi, that lady's a banshee. The old woman's a banshee.
Ah, okay. Yeah, see.
And I won't lie, I had to look up what a banshee truly was, and it's like it's an Irish folklore thing.
Right. They had the episode of Always Sunny where they were talking about it. That last season they were in Ireland.
Okay. I've not kept up with Always Sunny.
I refuse. They ended on such a high note. I refuse to get back into it. No, I mean when they first quit before they restarted.
They're still going.
Yes, they're still going.
Like, I just can't believe that. Like, I
refuse. They had the perfect show. Just quit.
Still good. I think it's still good.
I don't care.
I kind of wish, like, I don't know, like, it just got to a point where I couldn't believe they were still going. I was just like, I can't keep up. Like, not like if I watched it, I'm sure I'd love every episode, but
I refuse. They already captured me for 7 years.
Yeah, at some point, like a comedy sitcom like that, come on, you gotta just end.
Yeah.
It's like the fucking Walking Dead. They literally were like, let's all do our own thing, and then realize, oh, none of us get anything besides this, so let's come back and do it.
You guys watching The Last of Us, though?
Yeah, I literally don't remember much of the 4th episode, though. So
I didn't watch.
They're releasing the 5th episode on Friday night due to the Super Bowl.
Yep.
Yeah, there's episode Friday.
Pussies.
That's
how you know the show sucks.
So smart. That's like, give us what we want. I love that.
No, but what was it? I feel like someone from Barstool was talking about that Sunday night shows get a boost from the Super Bowl because people watch it after or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I think this is smart. Because the thing is, Monday, people are going to be talking about the Super Bowl, and they want people talking about their show at some point.
Yeah.
They want that. They want those metrics being put out there on social media. How many people
so Juan can run the reports.
So they can, yeah, exactly. So they can dominate Saturday, but then they know they're not going to compete.
Yeah, but Wadden, isn't that churn rate? If you come out on Friday and you're out of the zeitgeist by Monday morning, isn't that a bad churn rate? Wouldn't you rather come out Sunday, be delayed a day, and then take over the rest of the week? What do you think about that analytics?
Hey, someone's crunched numbers. It wasn't me, that's for sure. Someone's made that choice. Someone at HBO. I just gotta say, I was happy to hear that because I binged the first 3 episodes and then I was like, shit, like when's the next one? And then I watched the 4th one. I was like, oh my God, I gotta wait a fucking week for the next one. I'm just not used to like the Sunday skit. Like this is the first Sunday show I've been into in a long time.
I was gonna say this, but I honestly feel like this is a show that would have been better as a movie.
Yeah.
Which is the complete opposite of how I normally feel.
I think they were gonna do it as a movie, and then they changed. Like I think it fell through. Now they picked up as a show. Well, I think it is better as a show, but
you also make so much. It's so much better to just release stuff as a show for the most part. But yeah, like you said, when I watched the first 2 episodes back to back. And then did the 3rd separate. I was like, God, I wish I just waited and just binged them all together.
Yeah, it's tough, man. We want that instant gratification.
SNL did it was a weird combo of they did their own like mock trailer for a movie, and they had the lead guy Joel from Last of Us, and so they did a Mario Kart version of Last of Us. It was so random. And like the production quality was pretty good. It was like a 5-minute trailer. Like,
give me a little
really interesting.
I can't really see that. Like, what happened?
Like
set up the scene a little
bit. He picks up the princess who is like, I guess that girl.
Ellie.
But it's like dark and grungy. It's not like
bright totally a
Mario
dark
Kart.
World. Like he eats a mushroom and the girl gets angry. It's just funny stuff, and the girl's like, what are you doing? Don't eat that. And he's like, it makes me feel better. Yeah, Yoshi is. I can't really explain it. It's just totally
I'll watch it.
Funny stuff.
Just a drama of Mario Kart, basically.
I just couldn't picture it like that.
And I don't even like SNL or anything, but this is. And then they also did a Black Lotus, which is a parody of White Lotus, which is pretty funny.
Yeah. I didn't pick up on that until you explained it.
Yeah.
People screaming about black stuff.
Yeah, like get these hoes a room. Like it's like like the 2 girls or something.
Starring Michael Redd,
Yeah.
Keenan or Kel, whatever, which one it is.
Yeah, I don't remember ever, dude. I can't remember who he is.
Keenan's Keenan.
Orange soda.
Yeah, when I worked at NBC, I had to watch SNL for like 2 years. So I was like, I knew all about SNL for a couple. It was so bad.
So cringy.
Their cast sucks.
Yeah. I love how it was like SNL was known for like developing young talent, and then the last like 5 years they've just brought in old fucking famous people into the show. It's so bad and cringy.
It's also I don't think anyone can succeed on it. And I don't think it's like that people aren't funny. It's just comedy's so different. Like our lives are so different than when like.
Well, yeah, they have to pander.
Like SNL was appointment television when we were growing up, at least for me. Like there was no way to get that kind of outlet. Now you can be on your phone for literally 24 hours and find random funny videos anywhere.
Yeah.
Like be a content source.
It was like the first show that was made to be just like a clip show. Before that was like a real thing, but now everything is that.
And they had periods where like they didn't like have stars, but I mean for the most part, until like the post like Will Ferrell era, they had all the funny people. We were talking. Yeah. Matt TV had a little run too. We were talking in the group me once a couple weeks ago.
That was great.
Matt TV was funny as shit. Stewart and just all the people they had. Miss Swan, they had a lot of funny people on that show.
Will Sasso was part of it.
Will Sasso, this fucking the jackass skits as
so funny.
What's his name? Kenny Rogers.
You know what gave me nightmares when I was a kid? I don't know if you guys remember, but in Living Color, Jim Carrey's. You remember Jim Carrey was on the show?
I never watched that. I know what you're talking about. I never watched it though.
He played this character. It was like a captain, like a pirate. Not a pirate, but like a sea captain. But it was like a ghost version of him, and it freaked me out.
Really? Interesting.
Let me see if I can get a picture.
What was the first thing as a child that terrified you?
It was the what's the creepy Christmas movie?
Creepy Christmas movie?
By what's his face?
Oh, Nightmare Before Christmas?
Where it's like the animated one?
Yeah, Nightmare Before Christmas, I think.
Yeah. That shit freaked me the fuck out.
I definitely, well, you guys, you know what au pairs are, right?
Mm-hmm.
The foreign babysitters. We had one that was like awful. Oh, I've seen this, Desi.
Yeah, this guy freaked me out. I would get
what the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've definitely seen that shit before. Fire Marshal Bill. Sounds familiar. But yeah, we had an au pair who was like awful. Like she got fired within a month because she was just like, we were trying to play soccer and like at dark, and she drove my parents' car onto our yard and just turned on the headlights and like went inside so we could play soccer. Like she just didn't give a fuck. Like, dumb shit like that.
That's awesome.
Would let us watch rated R movies, and she put on Child's Play and the Chucky movies, and like unedited when I was like 8 or whatever, and I was just like, I couldn't for like a year. I couldn't like be alone in the dark. Or I could, but I would be looking for Chucky everywhere I looked.
Dude, I was scared to go to sleep because of
jump into bed and just be like, oh my god, I hope he's not like there, like that kind of shit.
The inappropriate shit I was exposed to as a kid was on like the funny side. Like I remember one of my uncles had like the illegal like black box and had like Beavis and Butthead and that type of shit. Yeah. Wasn't like scary stuff.
Spice Channel?
Huh?
The Spice Channel?
Yeah.
Or Billy Gibson's dad had the Spice Channel. If you guys know Billy Gibson, probably not.
The baseball player? Bob Gibson?
Hayfield alum. Trumpet player.
Sounds familiar.
Oh, I remember him. Maybe
my neighbor.
Okay.
Yeah, his dad had the Spice Channel. And we'd go
flash a couple tits here and there.
We got some tits, and all the neighborhood kids knew about it.
Yeah.
I remember the rumor that there was a channel that showed Howard Stern, but no, like, you know how you'd bring like girls and show their tits? There was like this like lie that there was a version where it doesn't blur out the tits.
Nice.
But that was all a lie, dude.
Yeah.
I was a TV junkie as a kid. I would stay late and watch all TV.
Same. Video games and TV. That's all I ever did.
I remember like Girls Gone Wild infomercials. I mean, that did it for me as a kid.
Yeah.
The Girls Gone Wild?
Girls Gone Wild, like the 30 like an infomercial, 30 minutes of trying. I don't even remember, what was it, like a VHS maybe, or maybe an early DVD?
So you guys are
like, oh, here and girls are flashing us, but they would never show it. But I mean, that's just
never show it.
That age should be like, oh my god. Look at her, like
they gave us such a false sense of reality.
Yeah. Do you remember that dating show? I think it was called like First Date or something, where they would go to that spa, and oh my god, you guys! I don't know if you guys remember it. Oh my god! But there was like a dating show that was like long. Maybe Blind Date, that was late. Yeah, Blind Date where it was late. And you would, every once in a while, they would like start like fucking in the, there was like a jacuzzi in the bedroom.
Okay. Yeah.
And they would start like fucking in the jacuzzi.
And then at the end they say if they're going to go on another date,
Yeah. That was one too.
Probably sounds like an MTV thing.
Yeah, it was like an MTV thing. Room Raiders was fucking sick. I remember Room Raiders. It was all fake though. Remember the girls would three guys would get taken out of their rooms unsuspectedly by the MTV crew, and then a girl would go in their room and see what their room is like and choose a guy based on the way their room looks.
Oh yeah, I remember
that. Yeah. Well, it's about an hour and a half here, guys. I'm pretty hungry, actually.
What are you gonna have? You gonna make a tomato sandwich?
Domino's.
Tomato doesn't sound too bad.
Tomatoes with olives. Huh? I feel like you're gonna make a tomatoes with olives, maybe a little bit of meat if you have some sandwich.
No, I don't have it. I don't have all that. I maybe have some leftover burrito.
Over burrito. Now you're just talking.
I got dude, this place called La Mexicana, dude. They make it's a 5 pound. I mean, the thing is gigantic, dude. Oh. It's like the same price as Chipotle now, so I just go down there now.
You're basically just giving porn to Eric right now. This is better than
dude.
Spice
when you're
Channel.
Back in the area, we gotta hit that place up. It's a nice little hole in the wall.
I've been in Chipotle in like 7 months.
Still get it at least once a week. I mean, it's good.
It was
too expensive,
more affordable. Like also the Chipotles here suck. I think I've mentioned that before. Yeah. They're white people, so it's just terrible. And they get there's for some weird reason. Well, maybe it's because there's other options, but they only have a couple, and they get fucking slammed. So it's just never a good experience. They're not about their fucking shit there. People hate their jobs, and it's terrible quality service.
I hate that. It's a lot of places. That's why I don't even want to go out. I mean, the risk of dying, the risk of getting bad customer service, just.
Yeah, man. Especially when you're dropping at least $10 for something that you feel like should be half price, and you're just like, "Fuck this."
Yeah.
That's why I just started rolling my own.
Yeah, right.
It's a fucking success story, man.
I mean, it's that simple. You cook some meat, you just fucking put it on a tortilla and you roll it up. How hard is that?
I know. I saw this fucking been doing it for 3 weeks now, but this guy online, steaks are so fucking expensive, but you can buy, instead of buying 2 cut ribeyes for $20, you can buy the 3 pound ribeye round roast for $12. And the only difference is it's not cut, so some of the muscle is into the fat, so it's not going to be as tender if you just cut it and grill it. But if you slow roast it for 2 hours, it separates it, and then you cut it into ribeyes, and then I basically just take the outer edges and roast, and then char it on the grill and make roast beef out of that, and I get 3 ribeye fillets for fucking a quarter of the price.
Yeah, there you go. That's what the price is in meats. It's like whole chickens. No one wants to fucking do the work, so that's why chicken.
Yeah.
But if you're willing to do a little extra work and butcher it up yourself, then
and I actually like cooking and doing that shit, so it's fun for me. I know a lot of people probably don't fucking like it, but
that's just work, yeah. But yeah, and it's intimidating if you don't know what the hell you're doing.
I don't know what the hell I'm doing. It still turned out pretty decent. Yeah.
Eat, throw it on there, and cook itself somehow. Set it on fire and see what happens.
Basically.
Bury it in the ground. Throw it in the fucking stew, whatever. Gumbo.
Hey. All right. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and sign off, guys.
All right.
Podcast over.
Cast.
Yeah, it's good. But the Marty Cast is alive. We're gonna continue as much as we can. Anybody still listening? Thanks again, and we'll see you next time on the Marty Stein Fantasy Football Podcast.
You.